The dream conspiracy. Where does your mind really go when you sleep? Close your eyes for a moment. Go on, humor me, just for 3 seconds. Imagine the room fading away, your body sinking into the bed, and your mind drifting off to a place that feels as real as this very moment. Now open them. You're back. But here's the question that's been haunting me, and maybe you too. Where did you just go? Every night, you shut your eyes, and your consciousness takes a holiday. But to where? Science says sleep is just the brain hitting the reset button. But if that's true, why do we dream of worlds we've never seen? Why do some of us float above our bodies or wake up paralyzed with shadow figures lurking in the corner? Welcome to Beyond the Veil, where we rip through the mundane and dive headfirst into the mysteries that science can't or won't explain. Tonight, we're tackling the dream conspiracy. What's really happening to your mind when you sleep? Buckle up, because this is going to get wild. And if you're loving this already, smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and hit the bell, because trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's start with what we've all been told. Sleep is rest. You've had a long day, your brain's knackered, so it shuts down for a bit, right? Wrong. Picture this. It's 2 a.m., you're sawing logs, and your brain decides it's party time. During deep sleep, it slows down. Fair enough. But the second you hit REM, rapid eye movement, the dream stage, it's like someone flipped a switch. Your visual cortex lights up like a Christmas tree. Your emotional centers go full drama queen. And your brain's working harder than it does when you're binge watching this channel. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the bit that keeps you from doing daft things like jumping off cliffs in real life, takes a nap. That's why you might dream of riding a unicorn through a chocolate forest. No judgment here. But here's the kicker. If your brain's more active in dreams than when you're awake, how is that rest? Maybe it's not. Maybe sleep isn't about switching off. It's about switching on to something else. A different frequency of consciousness. Hold that thought, because it's about to get weirder. Now let's talk about the brain's dirty little secret. DMT, dimethyltryptamine, sounds like something you'd find in a dodgy alley, but it's brewed right here. This is the stuff shamans have used for centuries to blast off into other dimensions. Visions of cosmic serpents, alien cities, you name it. And guess what? Scientists reckon your brain pumps out a dose of this psychedelic gold every single night during REM sleep. Coincidence? I think not. People who've taken synthetic DMT or ayahuasca say it's like stepping into a dream on steroids. Vivid landscapes, strange beings, a feeling of profound truth. So, are dreams just your brain tripping balls on its own supply? Or, and stay with me here, is DMT a key that unlocks a door to something real? Something beyond the meat suit you're walking around in? If consciousness can flip into technicolor madness with a chemical nudge, maybe what we call reality is just the boring filter we're stuck with when we're awake. Alright, let's up the ante. Ever had a dream that came true? I'm not talking vague vibes, I mean specifics. Like dreaming your nan's wearing that hideous floral dress, and the next day there she is, rocking it like it's high fashion. History's full of this stuff. Abraham Lincoln, yes, the beardy president, dreamed of his own funeral days before a bullet took him out. Creepy, right? But it's not just famous folk. Studies, like the ones from the Rhine Research Center, show regular people report precognitive dreams all the time. Random, or is something else at play? If dreams are just your brain shuffling nonsense, why do they sometimes nail the future like a psychic on a hot streak? Could it be that when you're asleep, your consciousness slips the leash of time? Maybe it's peeking through the veil, catching glimpses of what's coming. Esoteric traditions have said this forever. Dreams as prophecy. Science isn't there yet, but the evidence is piling up, and it's making me wonder, are we time travelers every night and just don't know it? Now, let's get dark for a minute. You wake up, or think you do. Your eyes are open, the room's there, but you can't move. Your chest feels like it's got a boulder on it, and out of the corner of your eye there's something. A shadow, a figure, a presence. Sleep paralysis. It's bloody terrifying, and I've been there. But here's the spooky bit. People across the globe, from Tokyo to Timbuktu, see the same thing. Shadowy blokes, hags, demons, same script, different cultures. Why? Science says it's a glitch. Your brain's half awake, half asleep, hallucinating. Fair enough. But what if it's not a glitch? What if, in that liminal space, your consciousness brushes up against something real, something we're not meant to see? Ancient folks called these the night hags or incubi. Maybe they weren't wrong. Maybe sleep paralysis is a crack in the veil, and we're catching a glimpse of the neighbors. Let's flip the script to something empowering. Ever been in a dream and thought, hang on, this is a dream, and then taken the wheel? That's lucid dreaming, mates. You're asleep, but awake in your own head, bending the rules like Neo in the Matrix. Fly over mountains, chat with dragons, whatever you fancy. Studies show your prefrontal cortex, the self-awareness bit, kicks back on during this. You're conscious, deciding, creating. But why can we do this? If dreams are just random fizz, why do we have this superpower to hijack them? Some say it's proof your consciousness isn't glued to your body. It's a sandbox for your soul, a playground where you test the limits of reality. And if you can control a dream, what else can you control? Makes you wonder if waking life's just a dream we haven't woken up from yet. Here's something to fry your noodle. Time in dreams is bonkers. You've had that epic saga, battling pirates, saving kingdoms, and then you wake up and it's been 15 minutes. What's that about? Research says your brain's internal clock goes haywire during REM. Lucid dreamers have even timed it, counting seconds in a dream, and it stretches like taffy compared to real time. Hours in there, minutes out here. So, if time bends in dreams, is it really fixed out here? Physicists like Einstein said time's relative, and dreams might be the proof. Maybe consciousness isn't locked to this TikTok reality. Maybe when you dream, you're stepping outside the clock, tasting eternity. Bit poetic, but it's got legs, don't you think? Let's go full sci-fi now. You ever dream of a place so real, so detailed, you swear you've been there? Recurring dreams of the same weird town, same oddball characters? Quantum physics has this mad idea, the multiverse. Infinite realities running side by side. What if dreams aren't just imagination? What if they're you tuning into alternate stations? The you who's a rock star, or a knight, or a blob on Jupiter. Ancient mystics said dreams were soul travel. Modern science hasn't signed off, but the detail in some dreams, smells, sounds, logic, feels too rich for just brain vomit. Could your consciousness be a multiverse tourist, popping in for a pint in another dimension? I'm not saying it's true, but I'm not saying it's not. Quick poll. How many of you wake up from a mind-blowing dream, swear you'll remember it, and poof, it's gone by breakfast? Why does that happen? Your hippocampus, the memory maker, plays funny buggers during sleep. It's like it processes dreams, then hits delete. Some say it's to keep us sane. Imagine if every dream stuck like a waking memory. You'd be a mess, wondering if you really fought that dragon or not. But some dreams stick. Years later, you still feel that one. Why? Maybe they're too big to erase, too important. Maybe your brain's gatekeeper lets the good stuff through, the bits that matter to your soul. Or maybe it's protecting you from what's behind the veil. Either way, it's suspicious, innit? Final stop. Dying in dreams. You've heard the myth. If you die in a dream, you're toast in real life. Rubbish. I've been squashed by a giant foot in a dream and I'm still here, chatting to you lot. But it's fascinating. When you die in a dream, you wake up, heart pounding, with this weird clarity. Researchers say it's your mind playing with transformation, endings, new beginnings. But check this. Sleep and death aren't that different. Body slows, awareness drifts, the world fades. Near-death experiences, floating, tunnels, dead relatives, sound a lot like dreams, don't they? What if dreams are a dry run for the big exit? A sneak peek at what's waiting when the curtain drops? Food for thought. So, where does your mind go when you sleep? Is it locked in your skull, tripping on DMT, or slipping through time, dimensions, and shadows we can't name? Science gives us pieces, but the puzzle's bigger than they'll admit. Sleep isn't just rest. It's a conspiracy of consciousness, a nightly rebellion against the ordinary. Next time you drift off, ask yourself, am I still me or something more? That's the veil we're lifting here. If you've made it this far, drop 100% in the comments. I want to know who's riding this wave with me. And if you're hungry for more mysteries, hit subscribe, like this video, and smack that bell. We're just getting started. Here's something to chew on today. If dreams feel so real, what makes you so sure this, right now, isn't a dream too? As the lights dim and you head off to your own dreamland, think about this. Every night, you're more than flesh and bone. You're a traveler, a creator, a seer. The truth's out there, or maybe in there. Sleep tight, and don't be afraid to peek behind the veil. Before we go, let's seal this with an affirmation. Repeat after me, out loud or in your head, 3 times. I am more than my body. My mind is boundless, and the veil is thin. Say it with me now. I am more than my body. My mind is boundless, and the veil is thin. Again. I am more than my body. My mind is boundless, and the veil is thin. One more time. I am more than my body. My mind is boundless, and the veil is thin. Feel that. Carry it into your dreams tonight.